Elon Musk uses and has a tweet about one of the biggest productivity hacks out there in the world. The tweet says if you give yourself 30 days, the task will take 30 days, or if you give yourself 3 hours, the task will take 3 hours, something like that. And this is one of the greatest productivity hacks known as Parkinson's Law. In 1955, a British naval historian named C. Northcote Parkinson studied government work output, and he noticed something a little weird. He noticed that if he changed the deadline of the workload but not the workload itself, it usually still got done by the deadline. So he could shorten it or expand it. The task always expanded to fill the time given, and this is now observed as Parkinson's Law. Imagine there's two versions of yourself, a version A and a version B. Version A says, oh, I got all evening to do this, versus version B says, I got 45 minutes to do this, starting the timer now. It's the same task, but version A spends more time doing useless things, planning out, where version B just starts to execute. Now add this on top of it, version B gets a reward if they finish on time, or they get a consequence if they don't finish on time. Imagine the amount of tasks you could get done doing this exact tactic. So let's follow this stack to actually execute on this. First, very obvious, you got to shrink the deadline. Take whatever you're doing and cut the time in half or quarters. This forces you to focus and execute instantly. 2, set a visible timer using your phone, using a browser, or using a literal timer to set a deadline for today's task. You're not allowed to have any vague, oh, I'll stop when I'm done, and this timer must be in a visible position. You must be able to see it at all times. Lastly, and the biggest one, attach stakes to this timer. So if you finish the task in time, you get a reward. You can go to your favorite coffee shop and get a coffee. You can go to Target and buy yourself a present. You can go watch one episode of your favorite show. But if you don't finish the task in the time, you get a consequence. For example, you got to go do 30 minutes of cardio, or you got to Venmo your friend $50, or maybe you get no caffeine the next day. Shrink the deadline and work against the clock, add stakes to it, and watch how much you can get done.